Alright, let's start off by saying that I have absolutely no idea where the fuck I'm at, what the fuck I'm doing, or what the fuck is going on in this game. So we're all in the same thing. Slice and dice. I do like the Death Knight thing. This Phelan Hawk is cool too. Fallen, Phelan, I don't. Shadow Witch. Iron Knight. It's kind of cool. The Demon Spider one is cool too. Playing with. Stop it. All right. Oh, I was hoping he was gonna go off the cliff then, but I was wrong.
No pain. Monoforms are for the weak. We're not done with you yet.
Well, damn.
We'll have to deal with a few more, I'm afraid.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, Deedee. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. Let's give it a try. The light shines on the most dutiful. A moment. Sometimes I even impress myself. spoiled milk over
I have to hold down after this. Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Oh, the light's gift.
This shall be of great help.
It's on. Faster than you.
Melee attacks against Phelan Venom. To trigger his join us passive and activate Cinderburst Hand. When Cinderburst Hand is active, Fallen Venom will bind the next hero with melee attacks. Oh shit. Give hero present in hand. Plus 6 damage.
Follow my
That hurts. Look how fragile you are.
even stronger than its fist is its breath.
Good, now you started.
Being hit by a Helllord. I will stick to you. More of them are joining the fight.
This is unbecoming. Your friends cannot help. Mother may have claimed your soul, but your brain
This one fell.
shall be ours. Don't complain.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Prepare yourselves. You should really stay down. This battle requires.
Really?
Damn, this thing is nasty.
Lilith must really want me out of the picture. I've spotted enemy reinforcements.
Really?
A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
Will make you feel regret.
Light will heal you. Power of the light.
Don't run from me.
You're so pretty right now. What you doing, dude?
That was unpleasant. They haven't given up yet. Poor Eddie. All but consumed by an insatiable alien symbiote.
that. Your time has come.
Do not touch us!
About time.
Not as fragile as you!
The light will carry you on. I won't forget this.
Soon we eat. Squirming only brings us closer.
Managed to get myself. They got friends. These the smell blends in.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
Looks like the main event is over. No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Hold on, little buddy, I gotta go get my pop. No, you're right, nice one, relax. I gotta go get my pop. I'll be right back. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I was in the neighborhood. You're being friendly. Seems like you folks could use a hand, Doc. Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Excuse me. I like that cover kind of thing. It's not a blueberry moon pie, once in a blue moon.
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged. The look. What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
The Sanctum?
Or one.
I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
Huh. Walking around was kind of choppy.
That was a complete fiasco.
Bandit.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago. Not bad, Hunter. Not bad at all.
An impressive first outing, just as I had expected. You're going to do great things, Hunter.
Bravo! You survived. Excellent. I am glad.
Hunter, you look scathed. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did well. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help. Your support is appreciated. Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic pollen. You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Function. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter. There's another reason I asked to join you here. Other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain it wasn't red ink in your quill.
Huh.
I do not have a quill.
Even better. Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me walking to my room.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man.
A new post matter Superlink, a new post matter Superlink. First post, what do you mean? We've had Superlink for months on, we use it every day. I meant first post that Hunter sees. Robert, you can keep doing this when someone new joins Superlink. Yes, I can. He means you throw your spark. What? In the lagoon. You wouldn't do that, right, Blade? Right, Blade? Fine. Last time. First we make Wanda leave, now we leave her to die. Some heroes. I assure you that's not the case. She was sent to you for protection. Let's see how that works, Supreme Sorcerer. You know, we both know it's more complicated than that, Miss Reputurn. I took Wanda as my apprentice for a reason. Have faith she can handle herself. Strange that everything could to get Wanda. So did I and the Hunter. Take a breath, Ilana. We'll get her back soon enough. Wanda should be here with us. Sarah wants me to practice my letters, and so here I am, but every time I dip this pen and ink, I just want more and more to go beyond the yard into my secret spots. I left dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel bad for them.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. There's never enough room for my armor in this thing.
For gloss earned from missions can be spent to unlock new cosmetic options for Hunter and heroes, including outfits to wear around the Abbey. Select and purchase this new Abbey outfit for Hunter now. Huh. Oh. Is it really making me buy one? I'm forced to buy one? Looks wild with that choker thing on. I ain't even gonna lie.
We were all so happy then.
1710 painted by Sally Owens, ill on a canvas. Oil. I'm an idiot. Every time you hear me bite into a chip. Alright. Come here. Sit. Put sit. Do you want it? Nah, get on my bag. Put your butt down. Sit. No. Be a good kitty. Nope, nope, you're cheating. Nope, butt down. Pretty. Sit. Good boy. Wait. No, 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 no reaching. No reaching. Wait. Ah, I said no reaching. Alright. Ah, you're cheating. You're cheating. Alright, come up. Pretty. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go do your thing now. Go to sleep. Sorry, whoever what I was watching.
Charlie!
That doggy.
I miss you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Feeling all right?
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Hunter. Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of the Kamihito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams.
Captain Marvel is an exception. Right, and now Stark is part of...
Caretaker's never exactly been bubbly, but the last couple of months, she's been in a real bad mood.
Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony will start pouting if you keep him waiting too long. Oh, excuse me.
I think Cat got chips on me and then left. He's a fool. Barely a stunned out, blue black topaz almost seeps through the fingers when held. This most strongly tabooed and held to the ear sounds of the sea.
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Babylonian
fire demon. His name's Bountiful
Damasirans? Fashion accessories?
Yes. Speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithing.
Yep. I am iron smithing.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Indestructible. And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have...
I think everything could benefit from a cloak.
I do not. Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and a violent encounter with Venom. My urge to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
I like how I woke up on the wrong side of the grave. I'm honestly more worried about you.
You lost much yesterday. I am the one who should be asking you.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. Sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the secret geometry of this universe years ago. I miscalculated.
Stand down the horde of rampaging Lilith and face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
You will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
Okay. What exactly is Venom? About the Sanctum Warriors of Protection. I'd like to know more about Wanda.
A creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
Sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove to be an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I've never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
In New York, you said the wards have never been broken. Remind me again about ley lines. Assuming we take the Sanctum, can you restore the wards?
Will the wards ever provide the same protection that they had?
It may be possible to undo the damage, but now that a weakness has been exposed, I'll have to rethink my approach entirely. Tony did offer a military-grade laser protection bridge, so
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
Wanda's been staying with you at the Sanctum.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I am surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah when you're looking.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
That must have been some accident.
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would learn to control her immense but very raw power. As their training progressed, Wanda was encouraged to push herself further. Eventually, she pushed too far.
I do like that each thing is dialogue.
You've run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, he's...
Okay, and I skipped that part with Sakura, sweet.
How does Eddie feel about this arrangement?
He seems to relish the experience. And under Lilith's spell, they've clearly become more cohesive than ever before.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to come.
You're looking well, Chief.
Nova rises up to the starry night sky, surrounded by stars that represent the support of his team. His car symbolizes serenity and hope for the future. Tyriak card. Cool. So, so far, I think maybe the last time I played it, I might have just been a little bit tired and a little bit out of it from Dragon Ball Z. This is the moon. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the consciousness. Okay. Inspect. Cluttered table. A desk cluttered with books. Some of them are older than you, but you are quite old. Inspect. Chest with vials. A wooden chest with brass hardware containing glass vials. Kinda have to pee again. That's been like a second the last couple days. I wonder if it's the pop I've been drinking. I wonder. Inspect. Tony's armor. One of Tony's many Iron Man suits, polished to high gloss. Though it is powered off, the eyes seem to follow you. Tony, how you doing, my friend? I gotta go pee before I start him.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me.
Intriguing.
Hellforge. Burning with the intensity of hell itself, the Hellforge is the beating heart of the Abbey. The runes etched around the departure contain the focus of the Hellfires. Hellforge. Tremendous energy. Barely, that seems like something bad's gonna come from that later on. Just gonna say because it says barely. Barely hanging
long.
Shouldn't you be hanging from the rafters or something?
Tony, the fuck you gotta say? I didn't know what
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. It was this close to making it menthol flavored. The tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel.
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a wave.
So it is a marvel then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
But you and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things. The guy is good at making sense of this madness every now and then. He's not talking to his Kate.
Seen anything strange around?
other than my roommate.
Boom! Roasted!
But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look baggage. My room rearranges itself, and worst of all, magic cats.
The great Iron Man is not scared, is he?
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable once I've studied the problem. I feel like I'm living in one of those paranormal investigation reality shows.
What sort of things are...
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Does Caretaker approve of all this?
As long as we follow all the rules and use the correct and complete incantations, I'm told everything will be fine and the demon won't break free and eat us. Just don't get it wet. Or feed it after midnight.
That's funny.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.